Well, it turns out Michelle Obama won't be going to Trump's inauguration. And it's notable for a few reasons. One, oftentimes past presidents and their spouses will go to the inauguration of the new president. And it's also part of a continued pattern with her where she didn't go to Carter's funeral. So her not going to Trump's inauguration is just another major event that she's not in attendance to. There are people who are saying it's inappropriate and, oh my God, how could she skip out on something like this? I kind of have mixed feelings because on the one hand, I mean, it is one of the most important events for any first couple to have attendance to, right? Where if you're a president or first lady, if a new president gets sworn in, you just in general tend to go to those as well. But then you also have to think about how, like, I know people get sick of hearing about January 6th, but Trump was the first president in over 100 years that didn't go to his successor's inauguration. So I feel like the fact that Biden met with him right during the new transition period, whereas Trump did not do that for him. Trump has already been shown a lot of the traditions that he himself bucked during his crybaby, no evidence, claims of losing, of supposedly winning the 2020 election with no proof. Whereas with her, because she's not, she's the first lady, but because she already missed Carter's funeral, I guess it's, they were talking about, oh, she's on this vacation. This is a very long vacation. But no, you're probably not going to see much fanfare about it in relation to the ceremony. I think it was more notable that she didn't go to Carter's funeral than to Trump's inauguration. I do think that give it a few weeks. Actually, no, you know what? I'll put it this way. Within 6 months of Trump being in office for the second time, you're going to see her and her husband go and start to criticize him more openly, which is kind of sad because, Trump's ability to get a second term is staked on the failures of Biden's tenure, right? The failure to inspire people, to make them think things are getting better. The Harris campaign, those are the people who should be at the forefront trying to right the wrongs. Whereas you've got, I don't know, Michelle is just, she's really interesting in the sense that you have this person who, in all likelihood, if she ran in 2024, probably would have beat Trump. And she talks about him as like, oh, this big threat to democracy and all the rest of this crap. But then if you're so convinced he's such a threat, and polls are showing you as the favorite to defeat him, you're not going to sacrifice yourself for a few years to make sure that he can't get back in the White House again. It's why I say it's all just theatrics. So her not coming is not that big of a deal. But I do think it is one crack in the beginning of her continuing to criticize him, which is really sad because it's like you have this unelected person who is more scornful of of the new president than the actual people that are in office. They're supposed to be fighting against this stuff.